Hello. We're live. I'm not normally the DM, but I am today because why not? It's Halloween and I can take over like once a year. I'm Kurish Valendar. We had some tech issues that we finally got sorted out. That's why we're a little bit late, but it's fine. We're here. That's all that matters. This is kind of a continuation of a game that I ran last year. It's called Mundane Lost. It is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. And we yeah, that's all you need. It takes place in like a 1950s era place thing. But we'll find out more about that here in a minute. So that's all I got for that intro. So let's begin. In the vast multiverse, there is one universe which has been sealed off from the rest. Up until recently, it was a prison for a being known as Miss Strange. However, the residents of this universe, known to outsiders as Universe Zero, know only of their day-to-day lives. They suspect nothing of the greater multiverse. Miss Strange was released from her prison, but the people live on in ignorant bliss. One such neighborhood is the small cul-de-sac located at the end of Mesa Boulevard. 5 neighbors live there. Why don't we go ahead and start describing those neighbors that live there? Wesley, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about Wesley.
Yes, hi, I'm Wesley Crane. Fairly new to the neighborhood. I've been here for roughly maybe 4-ish, maybe 5 months. Still have a few things to unpack, but just don't have exactly all the space in the world to put them in proper place. I'm just a young man working as a librarian. Nothing out of the ordinary, just carrying around a number of things from said library, and it's very happy to be living in this neighborhood with all these fresh faces from different towns.
And how about we move down the street to Tony with an I? Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Oh no.
You're muted.
It's fine. 17-year-old girl picking up some work at a local garage, and sometimes going to school. Spend some time watching my little sister, and work on my bike.
What kind of bike? Like, is it an actual like motorcycle
My
bike?
motorcycle.
And weirdly enough, Tony with a Y lives next door. Tony with a Y, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Listen, I don't know if I'm going to divulge too much information, but I've been living on the street for pretty much my entire life. Okay, it's gonna be a fun time, I guess. But I got my favorite torn denim jacket. It's my most prized possession. Okay, listen, it's gonna be great. I've been living here my entire life. Family gave it to me when I moved around, stuff like that.
And last but not least in this cul-de-sac, well, they're not quite last, but David, why don't you tell us about your character?
Well, so he's 47, he fought in World War II, and now he works a desk job. And he lives in the cul-de-sac with his wife and 2 kids. And yeah, anything else? I think that's about it.
How long have you lived in the cul-de-sac?
About 4 years now.
And the last but not least family that lives in this cul-de-sac are the Johnsons. The Johnsons are husband and wife. Adam, the Jones. Did I say Johnsons? Jones. Adam Jones is an etymologist, and Cynthia Jones is an entomologist. They have twins, Johnny and Jesse. Johnny and Jesse are about 6 years old. They're always asking, people of the cul-de-sac of the neighborhood to come over and see all the anthills that they've made. They're very young, precocious children. The parents are very supportive of their children's interests as well as each other's interests. Every single Jones family member will regale you with information of their chosen hobby or give you fun facts about bugs or about the history of words. They absolutely love throwing dinner parties. Unfortunately, there's a little bit too many people in the neighborhood to invite all the time. So, they are, I don't want to say selective, but they do choose, different people every time. So, for example, Tony with an I, your parents have gone, but you were not invited. And one time your sister got to go. And now you have been invited. Each one of you have been sent an invitation to the Jones dinner party for tonight. None of your family members or those who live with you have received this invitation. It was for you specifically. They always have something fun at these, like some sort of new gadget or something to be revealed at the end. So there's always kind of that you kind of really want to go because you want to see what they have up their sleeves. The invitation tells you that the party starts at 6:00. You don't need to bring any food or anything. Everything is provided for you. Who would be arriving, early or on time?
That would definitely be Wesley. Coming to help prepare anything, do some dishes, set up the tables, anything that they might need to help with. Just help setting up. I likely would have also, even though it says that we don't need to bring any food, I would have brought just fruit. Just some fruit. Maybe a fruit cup pieces, just so that way feel like I've done something.
Would anyone else be arriving early or would it just be Wesley?
I'm right next door, right?
So the Jones kind of live on the one end of the cul-de-sac and you live like kind of on the opposite side. You live next door to Tony. You live in between Tony and Wesley. So it goes...
Tony lives next to Tony, I see. This is good.
So it goes Wesley, Tony, David, the Jones. In a circle.
I'll start wandering over that way when it's time. Like, when I'm supposed to be there, this is when I start wandering down there.
Schoolers. Okay. So Wesley, you go to the door, and Mrs. Jones welcomes you. Oh, Mr. Crane, was it?
Yeah. Yes, that's me. Sorry, I was a little lost in thought.
Oh no, that's fine. Did you bring? You didn't have to bring anything,
I know it's just I'm still new to the neighborhood, so I want to make the best impression I can.
Well, you are more than welcome. Just know from now on, you don't ever. If we tell you, you don't have to bring stuff. We provide everything, but it is very appreciated, and she'll take the dish from you. Come inside.
I will take a notepad.
Oh, are you taking notes?
Thank you. Oh no, sorry. It's just I like to jot down, I guess things that way I can remember them easier. That's all.
Well,
just
well, as you may not know, but I am an entomologist, so I study bugs. Maybe you can write this down in your little notebook. Did you know that a tick can grow from the size of a grain of rice to the size of a marble?
I didn't know that. That's fascinating.
Yeah, so you
Another
can.
small tidbit of bugs that I know is that ants, if they eat something red, will actually look red, and their colors will change.
Oh, do you do a little bit of like bug research too?
Every now and then, I mean, I work in the library, the local library, so I will clean up a lot, and there's some books there that talk about it. So just small tidbits here and there.
Well, I'll give you one more, and then I'll show you inside. Because my husband Adam, he just loves. He is an etymologist, so he loves the history. He studies the histories of words, and I'm sure he'll give you some fascinating little tidbits too. But so you know those Mexican jumping beans? Have you seen those in the stores where it's
Mhm.
like a bean and it hops around? That it actually is. It has a caterpillar of a bean moth inside. That's why they jump. It's because there's
No.
actually a cat. Yes. That's why they move around, because it's the caterpillar inside of it moving.
That's so interesting. No, I didn't know that. I'm gonna feverishly write that down in my notebook.
Well, why don't you come inside? I'm gonna go put this in the kitchen. Jesse and Johnny are out in the back playing with their anthills. And I think Adam is in the sitting room. It's just right over there. I'm gonna go take this to the kitchen.
I will go to the sitting room to make introductions to Johnny. Is that his name? Johnny?
Adam.
What's his name?
Adam is the
Adam.
husband. Yeah.
Is Johnny one of the kids?
Johnny is one of the kids, yes.
Yes. Okay. Adam.
So he's just sitting there watching TV, like there's like a news program or something. He sees you and he's like, "Oh, Mr. Crane." He stands up and flicks the TV off because remotes weren't a thing.
What year is it again?
Like
What's the remote?
1950s something.
50s.
The 50s.
I'll be
Okay.
honest. I had to look up when the Second World War was, because I was like, is that happened?
It ended in 1945. Okay. Anyway,
History is not my strong suit. I did say I graduated like a 1.9.
I've noticed.
Okay.
all right.
You
Well,
must be Mr. Jones.
yes,
correct?
Adam is my name. Yes, and you are Mr. Crane, right? Wesley, was it?
Yes. Feel free to just call me Wesley. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Well, you can just call me Adam. That's fine.
Pleasure to meet you. This is a beautiful home.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this home, it's like a single story home. It's very symmetrical. You do notice too, like as you were coming in, they seem to have like a wasp's nest in one of their gutters. Probably just haven't gotten around to taking it down or whatever. But yeah, it doesn't have a
You're studying
garage. But it's just a basic like little, ranch style home. So what do you do for a living, Adam? Or not Adam, sorry. That's my name. Wesley.
I work down in the local library. I'm just one of the librarian caretakers for it. Work on books, paperwork, really mundane things.
Oh, well, I absolutely love the library. I don't know if Cynthia told you, but I'm an etymologist, so I study words. So I'm always at the library. I'm surprised I haven't seen you there.
I'm usually pretty reserved. I'll stick to the back and just kind of pay attention to a few things, not really get involved too much unless somebody tries to check out something or things along those lines.
Well, a little bit. I mean, I'm sure you know this being a librarian, but you know the word quarantine. It's a very fascinating word, don't you think?
It is. It's one of the very few words that I would say begins with the letter Q.
Yes, it's very good for when you're playing Scrabble and all those fun word games. Do you know where that word came from, though?
No, I would imagine it's something Latin-based.
You would think that, but it's not. Back in the 14th century, there was a lot of plague going around. And so in Venice, during this 14th century, their children just suddenly appear.
It happens all the
Twins.
Oh, this must be Johnny.
yes,
this must be
this is Jesse. Hi, Jesse.
Jesse, and then Johnny.
Yes. I've lost somebody. My
You have lost.
there we go.
The mundane have been lost.
Yes. So when the ships arrived in Venice, they were required to stay 40 days in port to, just in case there was plague on the ship. They didn't want to, spread it. And 40 days in Italian is 40 gironi, which is just a hop and a skip away from quarantine in English.
Oh, fascinating. 40 days, though, in a port, it seems extremely lengthy, especially in the 14th century when life expectancies were so much drastically lower. Well, I guess it was drastically lower primarily just because of the fact that they were dealing with a lot more plagues and needed to quarantine.
Yes, yes, and Jessie, well, she's run off now, but, she's probably playing with her brother out in the backyard. They do love playing with the anthills and making their own anthills.
Making their own anthills.
Yes, I suppose it's because of their mother's interest studying bugs. They kind of get that from their mom.
Well, that makes sense. It does pass down in the genes, I suppose.
Yes. All right, so who would be arriving kind of next? I know Tony with an eye said she'd be heading over at the time she's supposed to be there.
David will also be heading over at the time, at the declared time.
And when does Tony with an eye head over? Is he fashionably late? You're muted.
I feel like all of us knew that.
My bad.
That Tony
my bad.
was going to be fashionably late.
Did you hear me?
No, you were
Is that
muted.
Oh, are you serious? I literally was like, Tony's gonna be a kind of fashionably late kind of guy.
That was just me.
Yeah, no, everybody could assume that one. I felt.
That's a good assumption. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit of a late guy.
All right.
Yeah.
So David would get there first, as Tony's kind of walking the street since he lives like right next to the Jones. So if you go up to the door as you're standing there waiting for someone to answer the door, that's when Tony with an eye shows up.
Well, good evening.
Hey.
David Jones. Not these Jones.
Tony. She'll just shake his hand like
We know each other, right?
I think
We're on the same cul-de-sac.
yeah, you live on the same street.
Oh, I'm
David forgets things.
David is quite
War,
forgetful.
it's
War.
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also-
the war.
to be
The
fair, she's
war.
also a child technically.
She is
Also
only
true.
Yeah,
I
it's
forget
also
you're
fair.
17.
and also David has kids.
It's fine.
David does have children. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I feel sorry for you.
All I've got for kids, I got fur babies.
This is the way.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
One of my
Um,
cats might join us eventually.
Oh, goody, we like cats.
So as you two are standing there making awkward acquaintances, I guess. Cynthia opens the door. Mrs. Jones opens the door. Oh, Tony and David, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's so good to see you. Come on in. Come on in.
All right.
Definitely gonna be second one in.
Oh, okay. I was gonna allow you to go first, but all right.
It's so good that both of you were able to make it tonight.
Parents said it was would be a time, so
We definitely love having fun time here. I think you're Tony. How old? What grade are you in school now?
high school.
Yeah, high school. Like, are you a junior? Are you senior yet?
I think I'm a senior.
Okay. David,
certain.
how are your kids doing?
Oh, they're doing wonderfully. And
That's-
running their mother up the wall.
Oh, I understand that completely. And aside, how old are your children?
My daughter Jamie is 3, and my son Jacob is 1.
Yeah, well, I know Johnny and Jesse, they were a handful at those ages, but being that close, maybe it's good for them to have, each other. I know one is a little young to be playing, but they still get around.
Yeah.
Have they started walking yet?
Yes. Well, Jacob's taken some steps. Jamie is
Well, yes, Jamie,
hard to get
obviously.
her to. Yes, of course. You can't keep her out of places at this point.
Yes, I know that very well, fortunately. If you want to go to the sitting area, I think Adam's in there. Mr. Crane is already there. I'm going to go to the kitchen and just finish up some stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for your hospitality.
So welcome. It was good to see. I'll see you in a little bit. I just need to finish getting the table set and, final things done.
Of course.
And she'll go off to the kitchen.
I'll head to the sitting room.
Just kind of follow along. Is there like a mirror in the entrance?
Yeah, there's like a coat rack, and there's like a mirror with like a shelf where they can put stuff.
I just got it works. Just gonna comb my hair real quick.
Or you could do the Fonz thing where you go to do it and you're like, perfect anyway. Don't need to sit on it.
Oh, don't
my hair,
worry.
I'll
We
go
got
and
someone
sit
who's
again.
already gonna be like that.
Hey, you're not there yet. Sir.
Shut up.
Sit on it, Fonz. Anyway. I don't have time to dive into the Happy Days lore.
It's unfortunate.
It is. Happy Days is good. So the two of you go into the sitting room where Adam is with Wesley. Adam is talking to Wesley about the books that he's checked out recently, what his favorite books are for, etymology purposes, and all that fun stuff. As he sees you two walk in, he stands up. Oh, David and Tony. Good of you to arrive. Good to see you. Tony, how's school going?
I imagine it's going fine.
Read any good books lately?
Did you
I think
finish
we
up
had
that essay
some
that you needed the book
signs.
for? Or was
We
it
had some assigned reading I was supposed to start on, but
You were one of the only few students to yet check the book out, but that's fair. Take your time. I'm sure the teachers will do what they can.
And David, how are your kids doing?
Oh, they're being kids. They're good, but dressed
Understandable.
mother crazy.
Oh, understandable. Well, all of those are. Well, here, Tony, you can use this maybe as extra credit. You know the word clue, right? Like to, go hunting for clues.
I know how to spell.
Okay, well, anyway, but it wasn't originally spelled like that. It was originally spelled CLEW, from the Middle and Old English, and it originally meant a ball of yarn or thread. And we think that it was, how we got to the modern interpretation of clue is because the ball of yarn is what Theseus did after he killed the Minotaur in the Greek mythology.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Think of
You
it
might
like
need
that Clue board game as well.
That exists yet?
That's a
Does,
very
I just
old
looked it up.
game.
It's 1949.
That is a very old game.
It is.
Love that.
It's gonna be a lot of some of these references. Like, did that exist?
I do that all the
We'll
time.
check.
What about some board game?
Never mind. It was relevant. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
And finally, last but not least, Tony with a Y, you start sauntering your way.
These are the Johnsons, right?
The Jones, but
Just
yes.
reminded me. Sorry, the Jones. He knocks like slams on the door. Not slams, but like heavy knocks.
Mm-hmm. So once again, Cynthia Jones opens the door. Oh, Tony!
Oh, hello, Mrs. Jones. Hello.
Hi, it's so good that you could make it. I know it was kind of a little iffy there for a little bit, but so glad that you could, you managed to clear up your schedule to make it tonight.
Of course. I would have come earlier if I could.
No problem. I mean, everyone is still just kind of just arriving and getting settled. I think you're the last one, so we can actually start the meal. Why don't you come in?
All right.
And I know how much you love my little tidbits of bug knowledge.
Of course. I love hearing all of them, the little fun facts of yours.
Well, so this one you might find hilarious. But did you know that wasps, when they feed on some fermenting juices that they find, they've been known to actually get drunk and pass out?
Are you telling me I relate to wasps?
I am not insinuating anything, Tony. If you want to take that,
I know it's a joke. It's a joke.
You are always joking.
Of course. How could I not?
Well, why don't you come in? Adam and the other guests are in the sitting room. I'm gonna go get Johnny and Jesse and finish setting the table, and I will come get you all when supper's ready.
Alrighty then. I'll be on my way. As I move on past.
Yeah, and she'll close the door and move on to get her stuff ready. And the sitting room, there's Adam, Tony with an I, Wesley, and David. Just finishing up
hello
the
there.
conversation about Clue.
Howdly doodly.
Glad to see you. That both the T and T are now here.
Excuse me. To what are you referring to?
There are two Tonys.
Tony and Tony. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
T
I get.
and
I
T.
understand now. I understand.
Sorry,
kind of flew over my head for a second there. I thought you were talking about dynamite.
Oh, Wesley, that was very good. I don't know if I mean, yeah, the history, yeah, TNT, glycerin. Yes, no, that's very good.
Are you insinuating I could explode at any moment?
No, I'm calling you the bomb.
Again, it's a joke.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It's a good joke. Found it mildly amusing.
I'm glad that it was at least mildly.
Very good to see you, Mr. Jones.
Good to see you too, Tony. Oh,
Please
sorry,
call me Mr. Valentine.
I'm sorry, I didn't know if you were talking to me or David. He's also Mr. Jones. So we have TNT and we have Mr. J and Mr. J.
Yeah, either or, really. See, but Mr. David here, he's the one I call Mr. J.
Oh.
You're Mr. Jones, or Adam, or whatever you like to be called. No difference.
It's quite the coincidence that many people in this cul-de-sac share names.
I know, right? What are the odds?
Quite the coincidence.
It is rather
Very
odd.
little.
Wrong.
Quite the coinkadink.
That is pretty strange.
Strange, you
Well,
say?
it is just a mundane fact. So
I'm quite lost.
So as you are finishing up your conversation, you hear the children come running past you, like past the sitting room towards the dining room. But then you hear Mrs. Jones be like, "You need to wash your hands first," and they run past. A couple of seconds later, run back. And then Mrs. Jones comes into the sitting room. dinner is ready if you would all like to go to the dining room. It's all on the table and ready to go.
Hey, you know I love your cooking.
Thank you. And Wesley did bring some fruit for us to enjoy too. Not that anybody was expected to bring anything.
That's very nice of you, sir.
Nothing big. It's just some small stuff from the local garden.
I just have like the general vibe of like, I don't know if I want to
You know
be
I
here
love
yet,
them vegetables.
but my parents told me to like
Show up.
be here and be like respectful and stuff. So
But so a typical 17-year-old.
Yeah. So nothing's new, is what you're saying.
here. To
All
have
right.
manners.
Is that what we call it?
So you all come into the dining room, and the table is spread out. Tonight's supper is meatloaf with mashed potatoes and gravy. There's some green beans. There's one of those really weird Jello salad things from the
Ew.
50s that has like carrots and like pineapple in it.
I think
I've
that was
eaten-
the first fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
I've eaten some of those before. They're weird. But yeah, so that's sitting there. It's lime jello, if you were curious.
I see.
Yeah.
It's actually just called Jello salad.
Oh,
Were people in the 50s as afraid of 50s Jello salads as I'm afraid of 50s Jello salads?
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Probably not.
It was all new. Gelatin
like-
was very new, but then and also refrigeration was very new. So
Oh, okay.
it's all
Trying
like
to
it's
figure out
all
how to
right.
use it
I
all.
think I'll pass on this new gelatin thing.
well, you're not expected to eat everything except for Johnny and Jesse here. You do have to clean your plates, and they kind of go, oh.
This new Jello contraption kind of freaks me out. I don't like the way it jiggles.
I mean, but that's the fun of it.
It is all right.
So you all sit down. There are little like place names, like little cards by each of the seats that have your name to indicate where you should sit. And you all sit down, and the food starts getting passed around. You can take what you want. You don't have to take what you don't want.
What?
Wesley would absolutely at least take a small portion of everything, even if he is not fond of the tastes of some of these.
David would also take a bit of everything
Same.
with a little extra.
Passing on that
mashed
gelatin
potatoes.
stuff. I don't like the way it jiggles.
And as they're passing the food and starting to eat, what's his name? Adam. Wesley, do you happen to play chess? That I knew.
Well, lots of chess.
Well, have you heard of where the word checkmate comes from? Because it doesn't quite make sense, does it? Like just the word checkmate.
I'll be honest, I know that I've done a little bit of some of it, but yeah, no, some of the terminology used in it is unfamiliar to me. You happen to know? Is it?
I
is it
do,
an
in
origin
fact.
from?
Yeah. Well,
Why else would he bring it up?
I mean, I would be
Unless it was a
curious.
legitimate question.
Would have been a legitimate question.
Some people have thought that it comes from the Arabic al-shamata, which means the king died. But the king doesn't necessarily die at the end of chess, does he?
No, he does.
In figurative terms, it's meant to be symbolically that he does, but then again, another king will then take reign, and then that follows suit into yet another match. So technically, the pieces still live. The king theoretically does die.
But in the game of chess, the whole goal is literally to kill one of the kings. Regardless, a king dies.
I agree. I think that is the case.
That's not up for
I
debate.
think Adam might be able to inform us otherwise. I'm very interested to hear.
Right.
Yes, actually. Well, that's what people used to think that it meant. But Imi Moghedem, I think is how you pronounce his name. He recently just said maybe that instead of it coming from the Arabic, it came from the Persian shamat, which means the king is left without a way to escape. Which seems to be a better reflection both of the gameplay, because the king doesn't actually die, you just leave him unable to escape, as well as the tradition of capturing warring kings, which chess is, sort of reminiscent of.
Fascinating. That makes a lot more sense.
So you all start digging in, having light conversation.
Debating with Mr. Wesley on the game of chess.
Apparently.
It's not particularly my cup of tea. I prefer the more superior version, checkers.
I sat next to the twins.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I asked them about their anthills.
Yeah. Oh, man, so we have like a whole anthill city right now. So we there's one big one, and that's where the queen ant lives, right? Because there's only one queen ant, and she can lay lots and lots of eggs, and all the other ants are like her kids, right? I don't think they're twins like us. Are they twins like us? No, I don't think they're twins like us. But so we that's where the queen is, and then we have little other ones and we picked out ours. Ours has a big flag on it. It's well, my favorite color is blue and my favorite color is pink, and so it's half blue and half pink, and so it's just stuck there, so that's our ant. So after supper we'll go show you our anthill, and maybe we can build you an anthill. Can we build you an anthill too? Yeah, we would love to build you an anthill.
There's actually out back the garage where I work. There's actually an anthill that I saw the other day, and I was wondering what I should do with it.
Did you put a flag in it?
I didn't. Should I do that?
Well, I mean, if you want it as your own, yeah. So Johnny told me that when you want an anthill, like if you want to be like the ruler of the anthill, then you put a flag in it, because then everyone knows, and all the little ants can look up and be like, "Wow, that's Jesse's anthill." So if you want the anthill, then you should put your flag in it. But if you don't want the flag hill, then the anthill, I guess you could leave it alone. But like, what would your flag look like? What's your favorite color?
Red.
I love red. I mean, it's kind of like pink, isn't it? Sort of like pink. But like, what would you put a design on it? Like, what's your favorite shape?
I don't know.
Well,
I never really thought of it, I suppose.
Oh man, I love circles. Yeah, I like triangles, and because they're like really pointy, and you can like go. And at this point, Cynthia's like, Johnny, we don't pretend to stab people at the table. Oh yeah, sorry, Mom, but so triangles are my favorite. And
you pretend to stab people other places.
Cynthia kind of gives you a look. Like,
I'm just gonna like half under the table, just kind of show my
as they say out loud, totally out loud.
Oh, but it's cool, isn't it?
It's so cool. I want one. Can you get me one? I'll hide it from. Honey, we can hide it in our anthills. Mom and Dad would never find it in the anthills.
See what I can do, and I'll give it to Jo, and she can pass it off to you.
Oh, can she come over and spend the night tomorrow?
I have to talk to her.
They're not being quiet, are they?
No, absolutely not.
I don't think you should be giving knives to children.
Kids be? How old are the two twins?
6.
There's no way.
I don't think you should be giving knives to little children.
It's not a knife.
It's not a knife?
I don't believe you. We don't want to be teaching them all them bad manners.
Terrible.
Hey, me too.
Oh no! It's very real.
Hey, David.
My real knife is my other.
Yes,
Did you take any of the meatloaf?
I did.
So you're eating, you're listening to a conversation, and you look down as you're cutting off a piece of the meatloaf. Is that a worm in your meatloaf?
Set it down.
Hey, so this brings up an interesting topic. How much sanity do you start with?
6, I believe.
Well, because you start with 6 minus your strange stat.
Oh. 6 minus 0 then.
So 6.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to puzzle out that math.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, just curious. But yeah, no, it looks like there's a worm and it's like moving.
Oh.
Like, when I say worm, it's not like it's like those. The only worm I can think of right now is pinworms. Little.
It's a giant tapeworm.
No, it's little tiny worms that are starting to crawl up out of the meatloaf.
Like pantry moth kind of worms.
Kinda, except they're like very small, and they're a lot more smoother in texture.
Ew.
Don't look up
And
pin.
have I
Don't look up.
eaten any of
pinworms.
these?
Don't-
Have I
It's
eaten any
too
of the
late.
Oh my
meatloaf
gosh.
yet?
You should have said that earlier. It's too
Yeah.
late for me. I have to now just gouge out my eyes.
It's too late
No,
now.
just go look up cat pictures. Purge yourself real quick.
I'm gonna have to go look at my 2 cats. Yes.
You do that.
Yes, you have eaten some of the meatloaf.
Oh, I haven't seen any of this yet, though. Right?
Not like you just now noticed.
Let me excuse myself to go to the restroom.
He's not gonna
They-
say, "Hey, there's worms in the food."
Nope.
Uh,
Everything is
oh,
fine.
where are you?
Okay.
Do you need something?
Where's your restroom?
Oh, it's just down the hall, second door on the right.
All right, wonderful. I'm going there, and I'm going to throw up.
As you,
This is
What's that?
why would you? Want
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
As you start throwing up, it kind of. We're not going to get super graphic here, but
Yeah, no.
however, it's not normal. It's not
Mhm.
what you would expect of what you have eaten today.
That's a
Rainbows?
fun thing to think about.
It is worms, but these are more like earthworms. Like, in Harry Potter when Ron does the whole slug thing on himself, it's kind of like that. But you don't feel them in your mouth. You just see them in the toilet.
Yucky.
Ew.
I hate that.
Oh, I thought you would enjoy it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry.
What?
You caught me yesterday.
You got me in a bad mood. Yesterday I was into it.
yesterday I was watching Earthworm Jim, and now I'm eating worms.
Earthworm Jim. Half the people here don't know what that is. It's fine.
I have
Nope.
no clue what you're talking about.
I've never actually seen it. I just know the name.
I watched it when I was a child. So,
Oh,
yeah, what do you do?
Does it stop? Does it ever reach a point where I'm throwing up and it goes back to normal?
Nope.
No?
oh, he's just gonna never stop.
Well, no, it's like he was asking if, as he is purging himself, if it stops being worms. No, it does not.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying that he's just stuck in the bathroom for the rest of the game. Sorry. Bad luck.
Yep, sorry,
Well,
Nixon.
I've like,
You had a bunch of tech issues and now you can't play.
So I need
You're out.
you to
Hey,
give me a
out.
question sanity roll. So
All
you
right.
need to. I think it would just be a D6.
1d6 or 2?
I think it's just one because otherwise it would not make much. Because it says some of the rules on this are a little wonky sometimes. Because it says whenever you make a question sanity roll, if your roll is equal to or greater than your current sanity score, you remove 1 sanity and erase the corresponding letter. If your sanity is reduced to 0, your character is lost for good. So it makes sense that you would roll 1d6 since you only have 6 sanity, and you want to roll low. Right?
Okay.
Does that make
I mean,
sense?
I'm fine with that. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, it
I mean,
doesn't
makes a
tell
little
me.
sense, right?
It doesn't tell. I'm trying to. Let me see. Comprehends. Like everything else is 2d6, but they're also like on a 7 to 9 or on a 10. But this one is like it has to be. Yeah,
It's
it
probably a
doesn't.
D6, right? Because the higher sanity means the more resilient you would be in the long run, anyways.
Well, and if you roll,
At least that's how it
if
works
your
in
roll
my
is
brain.
equal to or greater than your current sanity roll, you lose sanity. So
Right.
you would always pretty much be losing sanity if you're rolling 2d6.
With 2d6, yeah, the odds are not stacked in your favor in that front.
So we're gonna say 1d6 to give you all a little bit of a chance. A little bit.
Well, Carson will
I got
never
a
lose
1.
sanity.
Got a 1.
Well, if he
He
could roll
will
a
if
6.
it meets.
If he
Yeah,
rolls
if
a
it
6,
meets.
you
True. That's
Um,
true.
I rolled a 1.
Cool. So you're upset by this, I assume, but
Yeah.
Nah,
still saying a
he's
little
actually
bit.
into it.
No, that's you. That would be you.
No.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. That's what you're doing.
Okay.
What is everyone else
Well.
doing?
Wondering what's
I think-
taking him so long.
I'd be concerned for David. Yeah, my first thought is, well, hopefully he didn't eat too fast. It was definitely wolfing down that meatloaf pretty fast. It's very good, by
Well,
the way.
he
Thank you very
better
much.
take
It's
less time.
delicious.
I gotta take a piss.
Well, we do have a second bathroom. We do have our master bathroom if you would like to use
Oh,
that.
goody! I'll go there then. If that's all right with you.
No, yes, that's fine. It's down on the last door on the left, and just it's the normal looking door in there. Don't go in the closet. Though in the closet doors, that would be silly. Please don't do that.
That would be quite silly, wouldn't it?
So yeah.
All right. Tony's gonna head. Immediately suspicious of the closet.
Okay. Are you open? Are you going to go through their closet?
Wardrobe? Is
I
it
have no
wardrobe?
qualms.
There's worms in there. That's all there is. It's fine.
Is it a closet or a wardrobe?
It's a closet.
Ah. I was hoping for a magical portal.
So is Tony going through their
Yes.
their closet? All right.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
open it up. It looks normal,
Uh-huh.
but it doesn't smell
Is
normal.
there anything oh, is there anything I can find?
Why don't you give me a brains check?
A brain?
Yeah.
Do you mean comprehend strain?
no?
Do you mean keen?
Keen. I mean keen.
Yeah, you mean keen.
I was looking at the stats, not the moves.
Oh, goody. And I got a 3.
So you can ask a question,
Uh,
but if you do ask a question, I get to make a strange move against you. The questions
Mhm.
are: how does this thing operate? What can't I see right now?
you
What
know
am
what?
I looking for? And what is the
What
largest
can't I
threat
see right
here?
now?
All right. What are your
Sky.
faults? What are your faults? Actually, you sent those to me.
I did.
Let me look at that real quick. Oh, I can't read that. Hold on, I gotta make it bigger. Otherwise, I can't read it.
I can read it just fine.
Yep. Okay, cool. So, you can't see How to describe it if you can't see it?
Wh-
You know
what-
that there's
what-
something like, so on one side of it, there's like a lot of dresses that are hanging
Mhm.
down.
Right.
And you get the feeling that whatever is creating the smelly smell that smells, is
Smell smelly?
behind, like hidden behind where the dresses are, like on the, like touching kind of the floor.
I'm just gonna move the dresses out of the way.
You see this pile of something. You don't know what it used to be, but it is decomposed. It has worms and grubs and maggots all over it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, are you just cool? What is
Huh.
Tony doing with that information?
He's just gonna look at it. Close the closet door and go to the bathroom.
As you close the closet door and you go to the bathroom, you know there's a mirror in the bathroom.
Mhm.
And you look, something catches your eye in the mirror.
Oh, goody! I love when those things catch my eye, and when I'm looking in the mirror,
Yeah. You catch yourself in the mirror. You see yourself in the
looking
mirror.
pretty fine.
Yeah, you're looking pretty fine, but then suddenly you aren't. Suddenly
Oh, goody!
you get this feeling of like dread or something. Like something's off about you, and you can't put your finger on it at first. What would you say is the most vain aspect of Tony? Like when he looks in the mirror,
Really, I have the most beautiful hair.
the most beautiful hair.
Of course. How could I not? Look at me.
Well, why is
I'm magnificent.
it falling out in chunks then?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I want it to go back where it belongs.
Well, in the mirror, you just see,
Mhm.
like, it just starts to, like, just start sloughing off.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
You touch your hair, it's there. It's fine. And when you look back in the mirror, it's fine. I need you to check your sanity for me.
What's my sanity? How do I measure that?
It's starts with
Tony-
6 minus strange to your initial one.
I have 5.
Tell me yelp that out as loud as you
Oh, I
just
do.
did.
Oh, sweet Jesus! Oh,
The rest
oh,
of us
sweet
would
Christ.
absolutely hear this.
Yeah. So Tony, make your sanity roll first.
Okay.
So you need a 4 or
I
lower.
got a 3.
Okay, so you're
Wait,
fine.
4?
4 or
Oh, 4 alerts to succeed. Okay.
yes, to not lose sanity.
Yes.
So everyone hears Tony say that.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Tony, everything okay? You fall in?
I did not fall in. I am quite.
You're like yelling this across
offended.
the house. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
I am quite. Sorry,
absolutely.
sorry. One moment. I can fix this.
It's very rude to
I
leave the
am
table.
quite offended by that. How dare you?
Are you sure though?
I am positive.
Sounds like you've had. But okay, make sure you wash your hands though.
Screw you.
I'm just. Look, I
Tony,
don't want.
that was not very polite language.
Listen, it's.
I'm sorry about that, David. Tony tends to get a little itsy.
Would you mind checking on him?
Yeah,
He
I'll
did
go
sound
do that.
very. He did sound very. I don't want to say disturbed, but disturbed.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave the table without being excused first, but I'll go do that. I'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Again, very good, very delicious. I'll be
Thank
right back. And I'll go look for Tony with a Y.
Yeah, Tony with an eye is having a great time with the kids.
They're about the same age
Oh.
as your sister, right?
Am I getting the two wrong? Is Tony with the Y the 17-year-old, or is it Tony with an I?
Tony with an eye is a
Tony.
17-year-old.
It's me.
Okay, Tony with a Y is Okay.
Is
Is
the
son of a
36-year-old man.
Wow, I thought I was old at 28.
We have a cat.
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 We got
Excellent.
we got a 42-year-old. Cat talk.
I know. That's why I was
Text.
surprised.
Hi, Abby.
Hello, kitty.
No.
She's like, it's my stream now.
That's quite a majestic feline.
Cat butt.
If
Here we
I
go.
do
We're
say
getting
so
close to
myself.
it.
I think it should. It very almost has its butthole
Nice.
right on frame.
It was real close.
It was real close.
That's real close to a disastrous situation.
So
Tony, are you okay? Tony, what's going
so
on?
Wesley,
Don't yell
you start
inside.
walking down the hallway.
Mhm.
And you start walking down the hallway. And you're walking down. This hallway seems very long.
Really long.
Yeah.
How
Almost
dare you?
winded.
There you go, Abby.
I'm almost winded.
And finally, you look back, you don't seem that far away from the dining room. You don't seem that far away from you surely should have been to the bathroom by now. Or the bedroom, I guess.
I just must have stood up too fast. Oh,
Oh,
catch
look,
my
there
breath.
it is right there.
Oh, good. All right, open. Well, first knock. Tony?
No one answers.
Cat part 2.
Tony? There's no way I'm opening this door until I get a response.
Can I hear
It's
him?
it's good. You can come in.
Oh no.
Okay, I'll open the door then. I'm 100% trusting of this.
As you should not.
You open the door.
No, that was a perfect rendition of you, right? You said that.
Yeah,
Please,
very
right
good
now.
rendition. Yeah,
Clearly
totally
you
not
just said
mediocre at
that.
all.
Shut up.
Well, it wasn't. It's not that it was.
Don't get me started on Seamus.
Uh-huh. I want you to shut up.
That's it. The only difference is that it was oddly feminine. It was interesting.
Weird.
Almost better.
He got so scared. Yeah, so you go in, you open the door, and there's a bedroom. Looks like a normal bedroom. Which, this was the master bath. He went to the master bath, so he had to go through the bedroom.
Okay. For some reason,
Tony.
I thought that. For some reason, I thought. Okay, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Tony. Is there another door with a bathroom?
Yes.
Is
It's
that door
cracked
closed?
open. Nope, it's cracked open a bit.
Tony, and I'm just gonna open it since obviously he's not gonna be sprawling out in the bed or anything. He's probably in the bathroom, like he said he was going to go do. So I will check. I will check the bathroom.
Cool.
I'm gonna assume I'm not there.
You're not there.
I think.
I'll also just check my pocket watch to make sure that it's not getting too late or anything. I do have work tomorrow morning, so I have to make sure that it's I'm not staying too long at the Jones house.
It's spinning.
Oh,
Minute.
goody.
This damn thing! I knew it was always jittery. Hold on, just gonna wind it a little bit, but I'll fix it.
Oh,
I'll fix that. I'll fix that.
It went back. It's 9:00 p.m.
Okay. Not too late.
Which
not too late. Good.
It's kind of weird since you got here at 6.
How long was I talking with Adam? We're waiting for dinner. People were showing up. A little late. I'm sure it's fine. Anyways, I'll check back with Tony. Tony, are you okay? You were screaming. It was pretty startling. Some of the kids were getting
I'm assuming I
scared.
can't hear that.
You hear some noise coming from inside, like something like banging.
Hello? Who is that?
Wesley's first reaction would be, "Oh God, he's choking." he's like passed out in the bathroom. What happened to him? I'm gonna rush in.
There's no one there,
Uh-huh.
but you hear that banging. Like, so there's like the bath shower combo, and it's got the shower curtain closed, and you can kind of see that rustling, and you hear the noise coming from there.
From the bathtub
Yes.
with the shower curtain. Okay. Tony, did you fall? I did ask if you fell in. Didn't think that you fell into the bathtub. I will draw the curtain and get shanked by whatever mystical creature is in the bathtub. I have
Not
no idea what
Tony.
to expect from this game.
It is
Oh, you should expect many things.
a bathtub of worms, earthworms, just
Ah.
wriggling all over the place. Yeah, as you stand there with your hand, you got your hand still on the shower curtain a little bit, as you're probably like, oh, it forms
death
like
gripping
an
this.
arm made of worms, kind of like Sandman type thing, but made of worms. Worm Man comes up and grabs hold of your arm. I need you to roll a sanity check, please.
Oh god! I hate things touching.
What is your sanity?
I have a 5 because you said it's 6 minus your strength, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a 5, and it's just 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 2.
So you're fine. So yeah, this thing has a hold of you.
Get off! I'm just gonna brush the worms, or try to brush the worms.
You
off.
try to, like, some individual worms fall off, but you definitely feel it squeezing, like this mass just squeezing on your wrist. If you want to break loose, you can do a rumble.
Can I try something incredibly weird?
Go for it.
I've got cargo pants on. Can I reach into the
Like
cargo
you do.
pants and use my feature packed and ready?
And what are you pulling out of your cargo pants?
Well, I the best case, especially when having a pocket watch, you have to wind, having your own small little set of tools, like a utility knife and things along those lines. I would try to see if I can pull that out of my cargo pants.
Yeah, you can. With your free hand, you can, because you have one free.
Well, I have to actually roll to see if I can have it.
Oh, well, go for it then. Yeah, I did see.
Yeah, it's I roll a d6. On a 3 or lower, I find myself woefully unprepared. On a 4 through 6, my preparation has gifted me with the perfect tool for a situation like this. That is a 6.
So there you go. You have, I don't know, what kind of tool would you get escape from worms?
Something just a sharper blade, I suppose, just to like peel off the worms, to like stab at them and try to like pry them off my hand a little bit more.
Flamethrower.
Flamethrower, yeah.
I too have a flamethrower.
So
it would probably just be like a pocket knife.
Yeah,
that I
okay,
would
like a
use
little
to try to
penknife
peel
thing.
them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start doing that. They start going off, like falling off. And it let go, and since you're pulling on a little bit, you stumble backwards. You don't hit your head, but you stumble back against the sink. And Tony, all of a sudden, Wesley is in front of the sink all of a sudden. Hopping back to Tony with an eye.
Damn it.
I'll go back to you. What are you doing? Like, all the party guests have kind of disappeared.
They're a bunch of grown-ups. I'm just talking with the kids.
Yeah. Hey, so they gobble up their food real fast. Do you want to go see our anthills?
If that's okay, sure.
Mom, Dad, can we go show Tony our anthills? And yeah, that's fine. Just go put your plates in the sink. And they grab their plates and they grab your plate and run to the sink and hear. Okay, we put them in the sink. Come on.
She's following along in like a. Okay, I usually deal with this level of energy for my sister kind of in a like they're slightly endearing to her kind of way.
Mm-hmm. So you follow them. They have like a sliding glass door that leads out to the backyard. It's fenced in. Nice little cute little fence. And you step out and you do see like lots of mounds. You see this one that probably comes up to like your hip. Like it's huge. And you do see lots of little ants, normal sized ants, crawling around. And then you see one that's, it's not quite as huge. It comes up to like your knee. That has the half pink, half blue flag. That's ours. That's ours. That's our anthill. We claimed that one. And that one is the queen's.
So the queen has her own anthill, and you reign over this one.
Yeah. It's like the queen's palace. Like, you know how they live in castles? She has to have a castle, like an anthill castle.
Are you like a queen, or do you answer to her?
We don't answer. I don't think we answer to that. I don't think we answer to.
So you have your own little anthill kingdom.
Well, it's not a king. We don't control the ants. That's silly. We wouldn't control the ants. That's weird. Oh, but can we show you something really cool? Cool. Come here.
She'll like be dragged.
They drag you. Like one has one hand, one has the other. They drag you to the backside of their anthill. And you see like a little door that's been etched in, like, the anthills are like out sand type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, looks like they've taken like a stick or a finger and drawn like a little half circle door with a little doorknob indent. That's the door to get in.
It looks a little bit small for us.
It's fine. And they pull you in, and you feel like you kind of you get pulled pretty violently, and you feel your face just get full of sand and dirt. Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
So
I do
you
not trust these kids.
stand up, start,
I don't trust these people.
wiping your face and stuff. And I assume you're probably going to turn and what are you going to like talk to the kids? Be like, what the fuck?
What the
What?
So you stand around, you turn and look. It's really dark all of a sudden. There is a wall right in front of you of dirt and sand. See your mouth moving. I hear nothing.
Oh no! Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you were just talking too quick for it.
What just happened?
Well, there's a wall of sand now in front of you. There's no kids there. Just there's a wall of sand in front of you. And it's dark.
What's going on?
So you look around. You turn around.
Just looking around.
Hey, look, you're in a tunnel made of sand and dirt. Can you give me a sanity check, please?
Well, secret tunnel plays in my head.
Secret
Fine.
Secret tunnel.
I rolled a 1. My sanity is
Okay, so you're good.
Secret tunnel.
So yeah, you're in a tunnel. The kids are not there.
just like looking around, and I think I have like an actual knife too.
I'm gonna shank some kids.
A dark maul switchblade. It's got the comb on one side, the actual knife on the other.
No, I have 2 combs, but I don't have a knife.
Those kids are getting their hair brushed so good when I find them.
I guess I'll comb through and see what I can find.
Come through.
Oh. Oh.
Puns. I love them.
So yeah, are you gonna start walking? Sure. Okay, you start walking. It reminds you a lot of like ant tunnels.
Should I be anticipating anything?
Maybe. Hey, David, are you done puking yet?
Yeah.
You know the answer to that, and it's no.
What a question.
Yeah.
Hey, David, are you done
If it
throwing
doesn't
out your
stop-
guts?
If it doesn't
Throwing
stop
worms.
eating worms, I'm just gonna end up stopping puking and accepting that they have nutritional value. And
I love that he pretends he has a choice in whether or not he stops puking.
no, it'll be fine.
Hey, there's only so much you can throw up.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And since I can't like feel them in my throat, right? I can't feel them.
Nope.
Probably fine. That's probably all of them. I'm gonna go back to the room, flush the toilet, of course, clean up the restroom, make sure, look in the
So
mirror, make
considerate.
sure. Yeah, I'm also gonna make sure like there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, rinse out my mouth a bit. Because it'd be rude.
It'd be rude and gross. So you open the door to
Get back
leave.
up.
You cannot.
This hallway looks weird. Why is
Weird
it made
how?
of Why is it made of dirt and sand? This doesn't look like a house.
We go back into the restroom.
That's weird. Why is it made out of dirt and sand?
It's weird.
Just like the trench.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Well, I am gonna go back down the hallway, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, the tunnel.
it's a tunnel. I mean, it's dark, but it's not like pitch black. You can see, somehow you can see. You're not quite sure how.
Yeah.
David leaving the bathroom.
yeah, David.
David's in a
Mhm.
tunnel. Tony
What?
with an eye is in a tunnel. Tony
Yep.
with the Y and Wesley are in a bathroom together.
Yep, yep. That's
The
one way to
bathtub's
say
still
it.
filled with worms, by the way.
You can't see. You're over across the room. Hi, older one. I'm in the middle of a game with worms.
Are we not in the bathroom still?
You're in a bathroom. You just don't know, like,
Are we in
Tony is
the
standing there.
Prisha's way of dealing with the fact there are two Tonys in the party is to split the party.
Right.
There will
Yep.
only ever be one Tony.
That's one way to do it. There's only
Tony 1 and
one
Tony 2.
We literally started in the room together, though.
Your own fault.
So you
It's
can't
not my
see
fault.
the bathroom right now because Tony is or the bathtub because Tony is standing in front of you. Like, your back is to the sink. There's Tony. There's the bathtub.
I would
So
just
we'll start
immediately
with you
try to
two.
Start washing. I'm just gonna start trying to wash my hands. I'm gonna gingerly lift or turn on the sink.
What's your last name?
Crane. Crane.
Mr. Crane, where did you come from? You were not there before.
Does water come out or do worms come out of the sink?
It's water. Why would worms come out?
I'm
That's
washing
weird.
my hands.
No reason.
Soap. Oh my god, up the arm. What the oh,
Mr. Crane, are you alright?
maybe it was just because I stood up too fast, but I could have sworn that the bathtub was filled with worms.
That's crazy because I just saw something in the closet, like just pretty crazy. It was like this decomposing corpse or something.
Wait, you were near the closet? I thought you were at the bathroom.
I was, and then I went, but I went to the closet beforehand because I was distinctly told not to, and that's suspicious.
Well, I understand that, but I heard your voice coming from the bathroom.
I was
That's
in
why
the
I walked
bathroom,
in.
but I didn't say anything to you. Well, unless you were right here. If you were right here, that's fine. Like,
Oh,
I
when
didn't
I was
say
coming to the
anything
bathroom.
recently. I'm not sure. But I didn't say anything recently.
You saw worms in a closet?
Not worms specifically, but just like well, how to explain this? Just like a decomposing creature, something. I couldn't even tell if it was human. Human. It's hard to tell.
I still got worms on the brain.
I think you got
Hey.
worms on the brain.
I do.
I see.
It was on my hand.
Why
on my arm.
worms?
Is there like an indent in my arm or anything like that from when it was grabbed? It was tight enough to like keep a grasp.
You said if there's a mark left or anything?
Yeah, like do I have a bruise or anything? I'm a pretty fragile boy.
No, you're good.
Pretty fragile boy. Listen, you poke me and I fall over.
Okay. Let's just. You still need to use the bathroom?
Before we,
if
I was looking in the mirror and admiring my voluptuous hair, as you can see. But when I looked into the mirror, it was falling out. It was all over the place. It was coming out in clumps. But I touched it. That's why I said, "Sweet Christ!"
Oh, that's why you screamed? You thought you saw your hair falling out?
Yeah, I did see my hair falling out, but it wasn't. Very strange. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I have. Why do Mrs. Johnson and Mr. Johnson? Why do they keep
Jones.
asking strange questions?
Jones.
No, Jerry Jones. Sorry,
Jones.
I meant Jones. I keep thinking Johnson. Why do they keep asking some strange questions? That's
Well,
weird.
I mean, he is a historian, and she is. I mean, they're both.
Yeah, but
they're both.
they keep
studies.
bringing it up in conversation where it doesn't belong.
Well,
Kind of weird.
as a
If I
librarian,
do
that
say
tends
so
to just
myself.
come up. But I mean, it was odd to talk about both quarantine as well as checkmate. That was a little odd.
Yeah,
I
when
will
I came
say.
to the door, Mrs. Jones told me about some bugs. I think it was wasps. Was it wasps?
It was wasps, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I thought so. It was.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've got the bouncing
she does
bugs
do
and
that,
the
but I don't.
and termites.
I don't know if it was this often.
I mean, when you do studies of certain things, that's realistically one of your only topics. So
What
if
is
you're
the only thing
passionate
to
about
talk
it, then it
about?
makes sense.
The only thing.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello.
Hi. Is everything okay in
Yes, everything's fine.
there? Is there two of you that are? Why is
Not at
there-
all.
I thought that he
Dang it.
fell in and that he got hurt. There was some
Dang it,
banging, but
Wesley.
it was all fine. I also just came in because I needed to wash my hands.
The door like handle starts to jiggle?
I'll just open the door. I don't know
Okay.
why it's locked.
Because I locked.
Well, it wasn't like really like it was more like
I didn't.
they're going to start opening the door, but you could stop it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
that makes
I'll
more
just
sense.
I'll just open the door for them.
So
Okay.
Cynthia is standing there.
Of course.
But yeah, I found Tony. He's okay.
Oh well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm all right. Everything's fine. Yeah.
Can you both make I'm gonna play fast and loose with these rules because I do. Because why not?
because you do.
Because that's what I do. Can you both make me a brains check?
You don't want me
Yes.
to do that. Do you mean keen?
No, I mean brain. Well, you could do keen, I guess, if you want, but you're not going to be asking questions.
Okay, I'll just do brains then.
It's a brain.
I don't have a minus, but I didn't succeed.
What'd you get?
I got a 5.
Okay.
11.
So Tony, you're still kind of, whatever. But Wesley, you noticed there's something off about Mrs. Jones. Like her hair is moving in a weird way. Like there's no airflow here. There shouldn't be wafting in the wind. And it kind of reminds you of something.
A certain a certain motion from a recent
Of
tub,
worms?
perhaps.
kind of, but it also kind of reminds you of like Greek mythology, like Medusa. Didn't she have a head of like wriggling things too?
I believe it was snakes.
Snakes, but snakes, worms, they're long tubes.
Snakes are not just long tubes.
Yeah,
They're
long tubes with
tubes
mouths.
with snoots.
With
What's a
snoots
snake
that I
but
wish
a
could
worm
boo.
with a mouth? That's
Huh?
that's all.
What is
that
a
snakes
snake but a nope rope?
It's a danger
They
noodle.
are, in fact, nope ropes.
Yep.
We love snakes. That's a lie.
Do we?
I'll just turn to
You
Tony.
love snakes.
The opposite
I'm
of
gonna
love.
what was
grab
that?
Tony by your shoulders.
Okay.
Let's get you back to the table. You might be just a little bit delusional, and my eyes are gonna be like stalkers
Yeah, I think
staring
that's
at you.
a pretty good idea. I'm gonna go ahead
Okay.
and follow along with Wesley.
Did
Yeah,
you
I'm just gonna
know?
grab you and just kind of.
Did you know? Is like she kind
I don't want to
of.
know any more weird trivia.
But this one's, I think you would find most fascinating. Did
I
you
don't
know
care.
that blowflies are the first kind of
I'm not
insect
listening. La 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 la.
attracted to an
Hey,
animal
I'm actually
carcass
very-
following
Blah
death?
blah 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 la 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 la
What,
la.
that
La
wait,
la la
something
la.
about an animal carcass? Look,
No,
here,
no,
Tony. Tony, how about here? You just get a lead. I'm pretty fond of
Oh.
some random facts and Cliff Clavin moments, so I'm a big fan of this. Go ahead, but I'm not gonna
Alright,
look at her while she
I'll
says
just
this.
gonna
I'm
head
gonna
alright.
be like looking
head on
away,
by.
kind of wandering
Okay,
while
so
I'm walking behind towards the exit.
so Tony, you were in the lead, and you're
Yes,
walking
I'll
out
be-
of the
I'll be
bathroom.
swiftly following, but
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
backwards.
So yeah, Tony's in the lead. And then it's like the two others. You're going from the bathroom to the bedroom, and she says, "Did you know that blowflies, which is a very specific kind of fly, are the first kind of insect that is attracted to an animal carcass after death?"
Fascinating. I always thought that it was cockroaches and horseflies, because
Well-
horseflies could actually bite and eat part of a
Well,
carcass.
do
I
you know
wasn't
why
sure.
the blowflies go to the to the carcass? It's not for them to eat. It's so that they can lay their maggots there, so that they can eat off of the carcass.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hey, Tony with a Y. That bedroom door ain't
Yeah.
opening.
Miss Jones, the door isn't opening.
What do you mean the door isn't opening?
I think you do. Please let me out. I'd rather head back to the luncheons or the dinners. Please.
Since we're on the
That would be
topic
quite nice.
of insects, I recently was on a sort of like, what's the word? It's like a serpent's book. I can't quite think of the term right now, but I have a fact for you, in fact, as well, Miss Jones. And did you know that snakes are 100% solar powered in certain ways?
I
They
did not.
only will actually move within extreme heat or light sources.
I thought that was worms.
Well, worms
Why do
can
I
dig
know that
underground.
information?
Worms don't necessarily always have extreme heat, but you aren't wrong. They do move, especially with when they're trying to gain heat, but they will actually come up from the ground when it rains because the heat will then disperse. So then they try to find the most next suitable location.
Interesting. What? I'm so. Can I try to open the door? Aaron's stuttering and wants to stop being made a fool of.
It's not opening.
Oh goody! I can't roll knuckle or something.
Sure, go for it.
Punch a door.
Okay.
Aaron, what do you mean made a fool
I
of?
have the thing knuckle sandwich. You add 1+ to any rolls you made using knuckle stat,
All right.
That's funny.
Knuckle sandwich.
and I got a. I add my knuckle to it, right? My stat
So you're doing Oh my gosh.
rumble.
Yes, you're doing rumble.
Okay.
You want to take pictures?
I got an 8.
So an 8 means you succeed, but at some form of cost.
Oh, goody.
So how are you trying to use your muscles to open this door?
I'm trying to like pull the handle as hard as I can. Like turning it, doing anything really.
So you are like pulling on this door, and these are like, in the 50s, that was when they started using a lot cheaper material because you had the baby boomers, you had people like a lot of new construction. So these doors are those flimsy, like plywood empty doors. And as you do so, like you pull really, really hard and the handle just comes apart. So like now there's a hole, so you know that the door isn't locked.
Yep.
Oh, don't worry about that. Adam can fix that. But did you know that
I did not. I'm just gonna head through the door. I'm gonna push the door open.
She like turns a knob, like pretends she's turning a knob, and you just hear your voice getting quieter and quieter.
Uh-huh.
Oh, honey, it's rude to interrupt a lady. But did you know that about 1/3 of insects are carnivorous, and most hunt their food instead of finding ones that are already dead?
I did not. That is quite fascinating.
Okay, you can speak now.
I'm just gonna wink at Wesley.
Hey.
Yeah, that's yeah.
No, I mean, like, I did not know that. Wink, wink. Yeah.
Since we're also still on the topic of, I guess, predators and things along those lines at this point, I have another fact about reptiles and snakes in particular.
I mean, those aren't my study, but I would be willing to listen.
Did you know that snakes have 5 forms of locomotion? You only ever see a snake slither and move, but that's only one of its 5 locomotions. There are specific types of movement. And they go through grass. Sometimes they can actually do straight and narrow. Other times they'll actually elongate upwards. But you never see them go backwards. They're always just moving forwards and veering left or right. Those are their 5 forms. Up, forwards, left, right, and then sometimes they burrow.
Fascinating.
I have a fact for you, if you'd like to hear it.
Oh, please, tell me
Open the damn door!
It is like no, he's looking while also pushing the door open while he's talking. I love Wesley. Open the damn door!
Oh my gosh!
Did you know tigers have
the
spikes?
fact is, open the door!
Did you know that tigers have certain spots? Some tigers, at least,
they
have
have
certain spots in the back of their ears.
Oh yes,
that look like eyes.
I'm so proud of you, Tony, for knowing an animal fact.
Thank you.
You see her hands, like she's like, "Here, let me get that door for you," and she reaches out, and as she does so, her arm and her hand starts to turn to worms.
I see.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes these doors
thank
have
you
trouble
very
trying to open, and
thank you very.
This is a lovely
very
conversation,
much.
but maybe this is a conversation for the table once we can go sit down with
Of
Adam.
Of course, yes.
Oh, we will be going back to the table.
Oh, and is dinner done then?
No, we are going back to the table.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you.
No. We invited you
so
over.
Much information.
We invited you over for dinner. And she starts...
Are we dinner?
I wouldn't put it quite like that.
I don't like that.
And she starts reaching.
How about you just say that's not...
She starts reaching for you.
Yeah, I just run away.
We're this close to the door. This close to the door.
So you open the door. It does open. And you two run out of the room, I presume.
Oh, yeah, yes. We keep reaching for us with wormy hands. The facade is over. The facade is over. We need to run.
So you
Are,
run.
are,
I
are you
was-
squirming a little bit?
I chose the wrong predator for insects. I was trying to be intimidating, but she was threatening us with insect facts. I was like, what hunts insects? And I was like, snakes. Sure.
Did you know they slither?
Here you go, Slither.
They did have a fact page up. They do only have 5 paths of locomotion. That was
So
intimidating.
you two run out of the room, go down the hallway.
Yep.
Tony with an
Oh.
eye and David. Well, I guess you're not really together yet. You're both in the tunnels though. Are you both just kind of walking?
I was just walking,
Peaceful.
trying to stay in a straight line if there are forks.
Yeah, there's lots of forks going. Some seem to go up, some seem to go down, left, right.
I would
We'll
just
be
keep my
going
hand on
up
the left
and
wall.
not down.
Probably a good choice.
Just gonna keep my hand on the left wall.
If this is purgatory, I'd rather not walk into hell willingly.
So Tony with an eye, you're walking. And you hear like footsteps. Like you can hear the crunching of footsteps.
Bipedal footsteps?
Yes.
Okay. I will go towards the bipedal footsteps.
So you start making your way that way. And as you turn a corner, hey, look, there's David. David, look, there's Tony with an
David.
eye.
Tony.
Tony.
What happened here?
I've just been walking around. I was with the twins, and then I was in here.
What even is this?
What is happening?
I don't know. There were worms in the meatloaf, and now this.
Worms in a meatloaf. What are you talking about?
That's why I went to the restroom. I looked down, and there were worms in the meatloaf.
And you didn't say anything. Why do girls have to be so stupid with their manners and formalities and shit?
You watch your
Language,
language,
ma'am.
lady.
Same brain. Same brain.
So we all ate worms, is what you're telling me?
Maybe not. I only know for certain that it was in my food. In my meatloaf.
That we all took helpings of.
If none of you saw it, then maybe they weren't there.
So if
Yes,
you don't see
probably.
me giving you an attitude, then I'm not giving you an attitude, even if I am.
That is different. It's not a physical thing.
Worms are a pretty physical thing.
Attitude is not. This is ridiculous. Let's go find everyone else.
She just like crosses her arms and like gives him a look. Teenager attitude.
So beautiful.
Something alright.
Right, we're gonna talk more. So you two start making your way downtown.
Walking
And
slow.
Walking fast with a Glock.
I don't think they have a clock.
They should.
You would be wrong.
And
He's the only one with a weapon.
you
Sorry.
start hearing footsteps. Sounds like, it sounds like human footsteps.
Who's there?
2 pairs.
At this point, I am gonna go ahead and draw my. Specify what kind of pistol.
Probably, maybe it might just say pistol.
I'm not opening it,
handgun
but I'm
is-
like holding up my switch.
No, this is a handgun.
Go.
Let me look up sidearms in World War II.
It would probably be a
Brand. I don't know.
no. There was some very
And one
Smith and Wesson. I think was a pretty common brand, but
An
Browning.
M16.
no, it's not a handgun.
I don't know. Something.
Anyway, while he's looking that up, so you start hearing giggling.
That's fun.
Mm-mm.
What year did The Shining
I'd
come out?
rather you not.
Yeah, that's a big
Um,
no from me, dog. Thanks.
That's a nod. Goodbye.
I
These
didn't. I played
children
a
can
creepy
perish
child
for
before.
all I
No,
care.
thank you.
You want me to go get my child and giggle? And have her giggle?
I got a
Him-
voice changer if you want that.
I have a voice changer. Like-
Do you use voice
I have
mod?
no, it's
I
actually
have a
came with
Colt.
the Bluetooth with the blue Getty mic.
Okay.
I have a Colt M1911
There you go.
pistol.
So you hear giggling and footsteps. And now all of a sudden Tony David has a gun out.
Who's
What are
there?
you doing with the gun?
I'm gonna ignore the question.
Good.
We just want to play. It's so fun. You're not Annabelle and we can play. You don't see anyone, you just hear this.
Are those the kids?
Sounded like the twins.
What were their names again? Garish.
Johnny and Jesse.
Johnny and Jesse. Jesse? Johnny?
You have to come find
Stop being weird.
us. We're playing hide and go seek. You have to come find us before we
Could play
find
capture the
you.
flag. We could play capture the flag instead.
We could
You
play
can't make me
capture
design my flag.
something.
But you.
How did you
Uh,
get in here? Like, I came from that direction. She like,
I walked out of the restroom and this is what was here.
1, 2.
maybe we should walk away from the creepy
Yeah,
voices.
3.
Let's do that. Go the other direction now. Fine.
5,
I don't like any of this. I want to
6.
stop.
No.
7.
Hi, Abby. A cat in this trying time.
9. Sorry, you guys running? Like, are you going?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we're
we're
running
going
the
the
opposite
opposite
direction.
direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
But can I pack this in my backpack? And can I get this to school with me?
You cannot. You cannot take my phone to your school.
Please, I want to see
These are
Isaac
some creepy
knees.
kids.
I will have I figure out if Isaac has Kids Messenger and we can send him to that. Okay. I know his parents, so okay. Okay. All right. Can you say
Yeah.
You're
10?
actually using your switch cone.
You know how to. You know how to, like, spell Isaac's last name.
Yes, but we're not going to say it on stream because we're on stream right now. All right, go.
I have a cat.
Cat does
We
not
like
look happy
cats.
to be there.
I have Dongo.
Yeah, the cat's done.
Cat is like, no,
And
there's creepy
Cat's like,
cats,
why am I
no."
here?
Yeah, no kidding. I have
Cats are-
protective
Okay.
Dongo to save me.
There's theories that cats can see things that aren't there. They
Mhm,
know.
mhm.
Ready or not, here we go.
Some kids are gonna get shot. Is all I'm understanding.
So you're running, you're going away from the voices, but you start hearing chasing after you, and you hear their laughter and stuff.
Look behind me. Do I see anything?
You see the tunnels; they're very twisty, so it's hard to get a direct line of anything directly behind you. Are you getting your cat? I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Which one?
Sokka.
Aw, baby.
I was right.
Hi, it's Asaka.
All right, honey. I
I have a boba right here, but she doesn't want to come on screen right now.
All right, go to bed.
Look at the boy! Look at the boy!
I had a cat running during break. It was so fluffy.
Aw, yes.
So you hear
Right.
Is it a
things
child?
behind you.
Mhm.
We're gonna find you.
Oh, I don't think so.
When,
No.
when my sister is being annoying, I threatened her with Tickle Monster. You think that would work?
Do it.
Do it.
if they catch up to us, we can do Tickle Monster.
Why not?
You start feeling stuff on your shoulders. Not like hands or anything, but you start feeling like the dirt and the sand start falling down.
I
I don't like where this is going.
we gotta go up.
I don't like where this is
Gotta go.
going.
You said Halloween.
I know.
I feel like
I'm
I
not
made
complaining.
a revelation of something, but I'm
Oh,
not
goody.
sure
That's
if
that's
Wesley
scary.
would learn this.
Save it for afterwards.
I plan to.
I don't know how inspiration's going to help you
Good
here,
luck.
Court.
I'll take
Don't
it.
give yourself inspiration.
Giving it to me, I was giving it to Karish to torture us.
Why are you doing this? Why would you do this?
Well, I don't roll dice, so I don't know how that's going to help
No,
me.
it's to make us re-roll.
Okay, I'll do that then. Cool.
No,
Thank you, Aaron.
I didn't do anything. I was just reminding you.
Well, no, it's for whatever. Anyway, so
Mhm.
you start feeling, and then there's bigger clumps and bigger clumps. This tunnel is collapsing.
I love it for us.
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
I will like pull my jacket up over my head and like kind of like try and keep dirt away from my face.
I'm just running for the surface as fast as I can.
That too.
I don't even know where that is.
Up.
Trying to go up as much as possible.
So you do start finding some paths that are up. And hey, that looks like daylight. There's like a little like daylight coming through.
Daylight is in fact saving.
Let's go. Let's get the job done. Let's start a new nation.
Yeah, so it's like a hole this big. So but it is very like lightweight, like sand and dirt kind of stuff. So it's easily to dig your way out.
Clear, dig.
Can you both make me sanity checks, please? I've not done one of those in a while.
Nah.
I'm not supposed to be adjusting sanity at all, right? If I'm rolling below.
2.
So, this is weird, but you're still sane somehow.
We're chilling.
We
Fine.
chilling.
So you're digging your way out, I guess, and you hear those footsteps getting closer and closer, and the giggling gets closer and closer. And
Which is very good. We all like that.
It's great. I like when my kids giggle.
Uh-huh.
I would like
You-
to scramble through the hole.
All right.
Uh,
Are you
pull
going
it from
first, or are you going to let Tony go first?
Fine, child, go. No, I.
she uses him to like climb out.
That's what we
Am
like
I
to
muted?
see. No.
So you both
No,
go
I
out,
hear you.
Weird.
and David, as you're like, getting
Mm.
out, you see a hand reach down to help you out. Hey, look, it's Adam.
Oh,
Oh,
yay.
What were you doing playing in the sandbox? And you look, and there is indeed a sandbox.
going on here?
What do you mean? I assumed you. Well, I know Tony came out to look at the anthills with Johnny and Jesse, and I assume you probably heard the noise and came out here after going to the restroom.
Thing like that. Where's Tony?
She's right there. She is indeed standing right there.
I meant the other Tony.
Tony with an eye is standing there. The one that you were stuck in the tunnels with is indeed there. Tony with an eye, that is indeed you.
So was he there when she came out as well?
Yes. Yeah.
All
Just
right.
looking super confused.
The kids are not there though.
That'd be crazy.
Johnny and Jamie?
Jesse.
Jesse. Where are Johnny and Jesse?
Oh, they ran back inside. They're watching one of their shows on TV.
Are we standing over the anthills?
No, you're over by a sandbox.
Okay.
Mm,
Can I
see.
glare towards the
I did.
anthills?
I
Yeah, go
did
for
put my
it.
gun back away before I climbed out, just to clarify, because I needed both hands.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think this has been a great time,
And I want it to stop.
but I should go check on Joe, I think.
Yeah, check on Joe Mama. Yeah, I need to go check on my wife and kids. They're a handful
Well,
even with both of us.
leaving so soon. I mean, we didn't even have dessert yet.
I'm sorry. I have to run. My bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my parents were going to be heading out for a date night, so gotta watch Joe, but I want him to stop by for a little bit, I guess, since I was invited.
Well, that's a shame. I'm sure if Cynthia were here, she would express some disappointment and probably share some facts about something, but I don't know much
Yeah,
about the
But you know how kids can't exactly be trusted alone.
Yes, I do know.
They get into all kinds of mischief.
And actually, before you go, I need some help with something.
What is it?
Oh, I just need some help moving some furniture, if you don't mind, David.
All right.
Why not?
Yep. Okay, let's do this.
Let's go
All right.
die.
I'm guessing I have to cut through the house to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay.
So he leads you back through the
love
sliding door. And he leads you back to the sitting room. And it's a lot darker in here now. The sun has gone down, so it's a little dark, but it just feels dark.
my jacket tighter around me.
You know, I was really hoping that we could do this a little less. I don't even know the word to say it. Look at me at a loss for words. Ah. Anyway, I was hoping we could do this a little less chaotic. Like, I know Cynthia likes chasing games, but not really my thing. And you see, so the sitting room had like an open doorway into it. It didn't have like a proper like door, and you just see that. Think of like Star Trek doors, how they go shik like that, but it's just like solid wall.
No.
Yeah, I never really. The kids like chasing too, but never.
Oh, really?
Never really my thing.
Kids do love playing tag.
Stay back.
Oh, that's adorable. Go
Morning,
for
you.
it. Go for it. I'm interested to see what would happen.
That's not something you like to hear.
Tony's making sure
Let's
she's
try to like
behind.
bash the entrance with my elbow.
It's a solid
No.
wall. Have fun with that.
Yeah, just shoot me. Yeah, do it.
But go ahead, do it. I dare you.
He takes a step towards you. Weren't you in the war?
Bang.
You shoot, and water comes out.
Mm,
Oh.
that's what we like to see. Yep.
Getting my shirt all wet.
Do we got a Thanos bubble situation?
This evening's getting real strange real quick.
Strange, you say?
This went.
Well, about
like,
that.
fell from mundane real fast.
Yeah, I'm pretty
From
lost.
mundane to pretty strange.
The mundane was lost, if you will.
You know, neither one of you were exactly what I was hoping for, but beggars can't be choosers sometimes.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You're, and he's pointing to Tony, you're a bit on the younger side, but that's okay. Adds a bit of vitality. And you, he points to David, and you notice his fingers are getting longer, more worm-like.
Is there like a lamp or anything decorative on like a
yeah,
wall table?
it's still decorated, you know.
Can I grab it and just like
Smack him?
swing it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Smack.
Yeah, as he turns his attention over to David, you do that. Give me a whatever it's called, the brawl thing. Rumble.
You really do know the game, huh, Karish?
I do. It's Rumble.
Is it 2d6?
2d6 plus knuckle.
Right. 10 plus 0.
So you succeed as well as possible. I don't know what that noise is, kiddo. It's me.
Creepy children in
beating
an
up people.
anthill.
No, what's the boppy noise?
I don't know. Might be somebody outside. Maybe it's hunters.
Gunshots.
Can you go
Probably.
check?
Do you hear it right now?
A little bit. You come.
Oh, that's my phone. The alarm is going off. Just go turn the alarm off. On the phone. Well, I don't know where you put it. You had it last.
Follow the sound, child.
Just follow the sound. Go listen for it.
It's in her backpack.
Anyway, you bop him. As well as you can. It just like so you pick up a lamp. It's like one of those old, like the big old lamp thing with the giant lampshade. It shatters, and you see, like, it shatters as it hits him, and you see his body kind of malform a little bit, and some worms come off, and it kind of reforms back. Oh, I don't like it when that happens.
Oh, join the club. Not really a big fan of what all this is going on. So.
You don't even know what is going on. Don't worry, it won't hurt after a bit.
I'd like to word my way out of the situation, please.
So, Tony with the Y and Wesley, you are running down this hallway.
That is who we are, yes.
Yes, you are running down this hallway. And it's getting harder and harder to run. It feels like you're getting stuck in like quicksand almost.
Okay.
And you look down and the floor is like melting and melding.
Uh-huh. Oh, sweet Jesus! Mr. Crane, do you have a weapon?
Let me check. And I'm just gonna whip out my backpack and just dig my hand in to see if I can find something that might help. What I'm envisioning, consider we are being chased by worms, or what, by a woman made of worms. I looked it up, and I would like to pull out a Flit pesticide sprayer.
Go
The
for it.
old pump action.
A Dr. Seuss drew advertisements for. That's some history knowledge for y'all. You're learning so much knowledge tonight.
Yeah, I love knowing all
because
this stuff.
I'm packed and ready. You know, sometimes the bugs, especially with older books, sometimes moths love to eat pages from things. So you gotta just get them. You just gotta get rid of them.
Is that all you have?
Have you rolled it? Did you
think
make the
it's,
roll
I
yet?
think it's amp. No, I haven't made the roll yet.
Oh, guys, just
That's
assumed
a
you had
4,
it.
so that is a succeed. Yes.
A 4? What do you have to do?
So on a 3 or lower, I don't find it. On a 4 through 6, I find it, basically.
Okay,
It says
gotcha.
you're prepared. Well, okay, to be fair, it says your preparation has gifted you the perfect tool for a situation like this.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Excellent.
Is that all you have?
It's kind of a weapon to bugs.
I'm just gonna take out my switchblade and hand it to him.
He like drops it.
I don't know how. What do you? I can't use this.
Just take the weapon, man.
I mean, I've got my pocket knife.
Okay, good. I pull out a large wrench.
Why do you need the switchblade if you have a pocket wrench?
Oh, it's because just in case. I don't fucking know. That's what my character sheet says.
Why do you have all this stuff? I've got a backpack
It's always
full
just
of
in
junk.
case.
Why do you? To be fair,
Are you telling me with your bag of goodies there?
I pull up my pesticide spray. Yes, yes. Fair.
Why do you just have that? I think you should shut up and not question this.
You two really should stop arguing. And you just see
I
her
think
like,
you should hold your tongue, madam. I don't even know if you're a lady. I'm just gonna guess you're probably not, based on all the wormies. So I want you to shut up, or I will smack you in the face with my large wrench. It will happen. I can guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, I might have missed it while I was looking up what the sprayer was called. What is slowing us down? What
Like
is this
the
quicksand?
ground, it's like quicksand. It feels like quicksand, but if you look down, the ground is like melding and kind of like, yeah,
It's like mulching. Yeah,
not quite mulching, but it's like more liquid looking. Like, you know, how, like so it's probably like carpet, right? And it's like some ugly shag carpet. And
is there anything else around us?
You're in a hallway. So
Yeah, is there anything else around us?
there's some pictures on the wall,
All right.
like family pictures.
Are they of
Okay.
worms?
Are they also worms?
That's so silly. No.
Uh-huh.
I will
Jones.
just start. I will just
What
start
about leeches? Are
spraying
there
my
any leeches
pesticide
around?
at this woman. Just gonna start spraying
Bubbles
the
come
pesticide.
out. Lovely
Damn
bubbles.
it! I'm just gonna throw it.
It smells.
What else do I got? What else do I got? Just gonna reach in and pray. I don't even know.
She like
Just reach in and pray.
I don't know. I couldn't find anything. I'm finding junk, papers, homework.
you do
Notebooks.
know that
Why are you looking in your magic bag?
nothing is going to help you at this point. No one is here to save you. You can't save yourselves.
Why are you doing this? Do I look appetizing? I don't think so.
No, it's not quite
Now,
for...
let me rephrase. I look very decent. Look at me. I'm magnificent. But I don't know if I'm food worthy. I think you should look for something else.
Oh, you think we want to eat you? No,
Yes.
We don't want to eat you. No, that's ridiculous.
What else could you possibly want? I don't want that either.
We want
That
you.
What did I do? Why me?
Because we want everything. We want everyone.
Oh, that's nice. I'd rather not be a part of everything then. Goodbye.
Well, then, you're in the wrong place, sugar.
I don't know what this place is. Apparently.
No, you're in the wrong
I
universe.
think the hallway's melting. What?
You're in the wrong universe if you don't want to be part of it. But I
What
don't
does
think
that mean?
I don't think you
What do you
really
mean the wrong universe? That's a pretty weird thing to say. I think I'm just gonna hit her.
Okay. Give me a
Knuckle. Sorry, rumble.
rumble. Ready to
Pretty
rumble?
weird thing to say.
What did you say?
I said get
What?
ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to smack your face in with the wrench.
I drink Goldfish.
That is a 8.
All right, so you succeed, but at some form of cost.
Oh goody.
Cost is your hand.
Your
Cost
cost.
is my hands.
You swing and you catch her on the face, and but worms kind of come like where it dents. They come up and grab onto the wrench and just.
I'm just gonna throw it at her.
Oh, are you just throwing it? Same thing.
No. After I smack her in the face.
Well, you can't hold on to it because it's getting sucked
that's
into
fine.
her.
Oh, okay.
Ouroboros type creature here.
That's fine.
I'm just pooling information about worms since we had this long in-depth conversation, and I suddenly have a revelation that I hope to God something's in my backpack that might be cold related. Like, I don't know, maybe a bottle of ice or some
Just
cold
carry a
water.
bottle of
You know what?
ice.
I've got a thermos with cold water because it's refreshing. So I'm gonna reach into
Do
my
you?
backpack and
Do you
hope I
have
find
that?
it.
Water.
Maybe you
Or
should.
is it worms?
Damn it! No, I don't. Damn it! Where is? Nope.
Oh, are you looking for this?
Oh yeah, take a swig. It's some nice. It's some cool, refreshing water.
It just she pours it and
Worms.
maggots come out.
Ugh. Hey, listen, lady. What do you really need? What do you really want with us? Like, really?
I already
Like, I understand me, but why him? No offense.
because he is smart.
Money taken, but at the same time not.
We need everyone so that we can become
But-
more.
That's great. I'm just gonna throw some nuts and bolts at her face
For it.
as I stick my hand in my pocket and throw them.
So she holds her hands.
No, I
up.
rolled rumble for that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. That is. Oh man, that's a 12.
Nice. So it hits,
As I just-
and I think that. Let me look at the number. On a 10 or above,
Because
you
right
succeed
here, I
as well
picked
as possible.
some nuts and bolts.
So you do that, and she like holds her hands up to like catch him and to like kind of, you know, the worms catch him.
Right.
But as she does so, you feel the ground kind of soften up to the point where you can trudge through it better or harden up, you know.
Yeah.
So you're able to run now.
I'm gonna start doing that then. I'm gonna grab Wesley and just start running.
Yeah, am I able to move, or am I still
Yes.
embedded?
Nope, you're good. Both of you.
Okay.
Yes.
As we're leaving, I'm just gonna shout out, just so you're aware, this checks out because worms are cold-blooded animals. And just keep running.
Damn it, Wesley! No one cares.
No, but it
No
makes
one
sense.
gives a
It was
shit.
it was both a knowledge as well as insulting. Calling
So
her a
where are
cold-blooded
you
animal.
running?
Listen, Wesley, you
to-
gotta get better at your smack talk. Okay?
Where are you
You gotta
running?
get a little better.
Hey! Where are you running to?
Nowhere.
Away! I don't know.
Away.
Are you running like towards the front door?
Yes.
Yes, I want to leave.
I don't want to be here.
So you
Anymore.
two make it out the front door and out into the cul-de-sac.
Oh, sweet. So I see my, one moment. I see my, rusty vehicle barely holding itself together.
Yeah. It looks normal. Everything looks normal.
Fantastic.
So,
Okay, we're finally out of here. Now what?
going back to
I'm
Tony
just
and,
gonna
Damn it.
go ahead. No, let you
I'm
let
just
you
gonna go
guys.
home.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
go home.
What are you
Wait, what about the other two? We can't just leave them in there.
No, we can't.
Well, they might. I mean, they might have left. Do we see Tony's bike here? Their motorcycle.
I think she just walked.
I walked.
Well, she's right there.
They might have just left. They might be leaving.
Do you really believe that?
I'm an optimist.
I want you to stop being optimistic and stop being realistic. They're still in there, almost certainly. We can't just let them get whatever, I don't know, not consumed, absorbed. Whatever the fuck
What do I got in
they're
my
talking
backpack that
about.
might help with this situation?
Oh, enough with your magic backpack!
Yeah, that's all. We'll converse outside while
Alright.
while those two are
Yep.
running.
So, back inside to Tony and David. What you two doing? Besides being stared down.
Is there a chair I
There's
can
like
hit him with?
not really. Not one that you
No.
I mean, it's like a living room set, so it's like the old-timey, like pretty big heavy stuff, like a recliner, that kind of stuff.
I grabbed the next closest thing to swing at him.
How about a
Sure.
stool?
No, but there's like end tables.
That'll do.
So you two just like swinging random furniture at this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you make
hit him hard.
I keep wanting to say brawl, but that's the wrong game.
Rumble.
It's got an R in it. L.
I rolled a 6.
So,
I've got a 4.
Oh, you both get strange moves against you. How exciting.
Okay.
So, what fault would you like to protect, David?
So my my feature is normally perfect. My flaw is considered protected.
All of them, or just one, or just your flaw?
Let me double check.
Because there's dreams, fears, and whatever the other third.
Your flaw is always considered protected.
Okay, so what is your fear and your dream?
Okay, so my fear, I've got 2 of them actually. One, losing my job, and the other, my family being injured.
Okay, and what's your dream?
Dream, promotion, living a luxurious life with my family. Family's all the
Aw.
family. Sorry, it's been
That's
Family.
gross.
I need to double
We're
check a
normal fam.
roll. Okay, so your thing is considered always. So I get to choose one of the other two. Tony with an I. What's your which one would you like to protect?
Ooh. Is Aaron streaming?
What? No, he's not
I wasn't
streaming.
sure.
I am.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you were.
That's why I kept yelling at Carson to stop turning camera off.
Oh.
Sorry, just
Okay, as far as my faults, my fears are always considered protected from strange moves. So my flaw is self-doubt, and dreams are owning my own garage.
Okay. So neither one of you hit. So the window is still there in the sitting room. There's a front window. And David, you hear screaming. And you look outside that window and you see your house on fire. And you can hear
Burst
the
through the window.
cries.
Jump to the window.
Oh, it can't break.
Gun.
Oh, it squirts water on there. Sorry.
No.
Tony with an I. I'm trying to remember what yours were. How can I use that against you?
Self-doubt and dreaming of a garage.
You're not gonna get it out. You're not gonna get out of here. You know that, right? Like you put up a good, strong front. You're young, but you're not that tough, are you?
Just gonna glare.
As you're glaring and as you're looking out the window, David, the window kind of does that Star Trek shutter thing. Like the wall closes over the windows.
Who are you?
They called me the Mass.
Who?
Why do you care? You'll know here in a little bit.
Humor me.
I don't see any reason to. Like I said, you'll know. You'll become part of the Mass. That's what we're here for. We need more of us.
Why?
It's what we do.
Don't you have enough already?
You can never have enough.
Damn.
You know, it's interesting. This cul-de-sac was named Mesa. You know what that's a perversion of, I guess you could say? Mesa. Mess.
Whatever.
Oh, we make a mess of your plans.
I would like to roll keen.
Throw something else.
Can you roll intimidate?
Can I roll keen?
Roll what was that?
Keen.
Yeah, go for it.
Like,
Bash
2d6
ears.
plus brain.
oh, that's a 10.
So a 10, you can ask two of the following questions. How does this thing operate? What can't I see right now? What am I looking for? And what is the largest threat here?
How does this thing operate?
I don't think you would fully understand. It seems to be able to change the reality that you can see and experience. Which is why your gun is suddenly no longer a gun, which is why this house can change to whatever they want it to be.
What am I looking for?
The path of least resistance.
Something only he realizes.
Yeah. I mean, you can do a keen check if you would like. 2d6 plus brains.
He doesn't like going to school. Her brains are -1.
That's fine.
Yike.
School's for nerds.
Yeah.
Not cool people like me.
I take
I wanna-
offense to that.
Yeah,
because
school is for dorks.
I am a librarian and I enjoy my time there. I take great offense to this.
Hey, other Tony, I think you should follow my crew. I think you'd like it.
So, Court, are you gonna roll keen? Just for the hey diddle?
Sure. It's not good.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 1 and a 2 with that -1.
Got a 2. You're so smart. So you can ask a question, but I can make another strange move against you.
What am I looking for?
Same thing. You're looking for a path of least resistance. And as you realize that, you start feeling something like, I wouldn't say tentacles, but you know they're not tentacles. Grabbing onto your legs. Kind of wrapping around your legs. I told you. It's not going to
independently of
yes.
him?
Yep, they're coming out of the floor.
Path of least resistance would be towards the thing I'm
It would-
resisting.
It would be not resisting. It would be stop running, giving yourself over to the mass.
Sure, she's gonna just run towards him and yell.
So as you start running towards him, is this an angry yell? What kind of emotion? I guess
I have no other ideas. This is my last ditch ever. Let's go.
What was that like?
What are you doing?
Angry, scared, all the emotions.
Is she look like she's trying to hit him or hug him?
Shoulder ram.
Okay. Give me a rumble check.
Running a rumble.
8.
So you hit. And it's a squishy hit. He's not as solid as you were kind of hoping for. And you just see he thumbs back and you see him start to a wormy arm start to kind of hug you, bring you into an embrace. But suddenly there's an explosion. You see where the window used to be, no longer there. Other Tony and Wesley, you're outside. You're still doing what it is you're doing.
Yep. Arguing,
trying to find anything that would help. And you just see this woman in a pink and white polka dotted dress appear. And she looks angry.
Wonder why.
Mhm.
She doesn't seem to really notice you. She's standing like right where where the hole is
Uh-huh.
now in the building.
And we've never seen her before.
I have no idea who she is.
Do you know who that is, Wesley? Have you seen her around? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen her around.
No, I'm not too sure. I don't think I've seen her either.
Hello? Can you help us, please?
Sorry, I'm a little bit busy right now. Trying to. I'll be with you in a minute. And she.
We need help with the worm things.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm dealing with.
Yes, I know that.
Do you need something? I might have it in my bag.
Nope, I'm good. And she just like,
I have a vehicle I could drive into the house.
did you not see
I
what
actually
I
like
did
that
to
idea.
that?
Oh, is that you?
Yes, that was me. Oh my.
Oh, carry on, man.
Gone for just for a little bit, and oh shit goes loose. And she just like, as she's muttering, she's like climbing through the hole. Other Tony and David, you see this woman dressed in a pink and white polka dotted dress walk through the hole in the wall, furious. She looks straight at like she looks angry, and you see her look over at where like Adam is starting to start to capture Tony, and she says, "You do not touch her." And he stops moving. Yeah, like no.
If possible, I'm stepping away, just like no.
Yeah. Stand still. Not you. You're fine, honey. You stand there. And get the rest of you with you. And you just see like a bunch of worms start just coming out from all over the place and just forming up, like climbing up onto him. And he starts to kind of lose his human form a little bit. So it just starts to become these giant worms just wriggling all over in a kind of humanoid shape.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, Mr.
are
Crane.
Tony and Wesley like looking at it?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. You're muted, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Oh, I know. It's because
Okay.
He's making gross sounds.
I'd imagine they're just like, huh?
just dry heaving from outside.
I don't think that looks right.
Well, I got a puke bucket in my backpack.
All right, mind if I join?
On Earth.
So,
puking?
Our Father.
are y'all okay? She's looking at everyone, kind of, besides Worm Man.
I don't
What if
know
I
how
mean
good
okay
I
from-
can
I don't even know what's
actually
going on.
be.
I'm fine.
I don't really rightly know. Okay.
I think that this is a good enough indication that
silly.
we're not okay. 3 people just
Not
trying
at
to talk
all.
simultaneously.
Okay, well, let me
There's a
get...
lot going on here.
Yes, and
There's a lot. Just
yes. All right. Well, I'm going to go take care of this. I'll be back. You won't even notice. It'll be a minute for you. All right. But I am going to need all of you to mute yourselves, but don't turn your cameras off. Just mute yourselves.
I don't know what
I'll
that
turn my camera
means.
Don't you turn your camera off. You just mute yourself.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean by that?
Do you want us to be
I got a
together
country
or
accent now,
just
but I
me?
don't
Yeah,
want to
you
have
do.
that.
You're picking up on my country accent. Stop it.
Damn you.
Vacating the house.
Y'all, shut up. All right. And then
Are
you
we-
just
are
see
we
her.
meeting or
She's like,
deafening?
we need to go. Me and him, we're going to go see the board. And you just see them disappear. Hey, Patrick.
You said you lied to me.
I did not lie. I said I was not interrupting.
Damn you, sir.
Huh.
So from their point, they have Miss Strange, as that is who it was, disappears with all of the worms. The worms all disappear. And she appears in what looks like a courtroom with this giant mass of worms with her. And Patrick, you can describe the rest of that.
If it is all right with you, Miss Strange, if I could describe the rest to them.
Go for it.
If that is what you want me to call you.
That's what I've been known as.
You see before you this massive octangular courtroom of dull browns and grays. There are only 5 seats in this room. 4 of them are sat in the middle of each side. One of them sits a man in a blue suit. Light brown hair and a beard. To the right sits a similar looking man in a black suit. To the left is an old man in a gray one. And directly across from the man in the blue suit is a man who looks nothing like the rest of them, wearing a purple suit. The blue suit is the narrator. The black is the director. The gray is the warden. And purple is the speaker. Hello, Miss Strange. I was not expecting you to be here so soon.
Yeah, well, one of your little messes decided to go into my universe.
What the fuck is she doing here?
What the fuck are you doing here?
I work here. What are you doing here? You shouldn't exist.
I'm bringing one of your messes that was in my universe that you sentenced me to, told me to take care of it, and oh look, now it's like trying to eat people in my universe.
First of all, we put you there to keep existence safe because you're a danger to it. You know that. You understand that.
No, you're gonna have to say that again. Sorry, there's a little buzzing in my ear.
In the morning, kid.
Did the child try to eat the universe, or
You were always my least favorite.
Director, it would probably be best if you were nicer to Miss Strange. Oh, it's a Mrs. now, is it?
It's Miss, but yes. I didn't go and get married.
What is that?
Oh, that was one of yours.
Can you explain? If I am seeing correctly, I believe that is the mass. That tells me nothing.
It's worms. It's a mass of worms. Use your eyes.
A mass of worms.
Uh-huh.
I have eyes, and I'm
Do you?
using them.
Do you?
You are lucky I haven't erased you yet.
I would love to see you try.
We'll get to that. So you're saying it's causing trouble in your universe?
Yeah, I left my universe to go help save the end of the world or whatever, and I come back and something has been destroying people in my universe, adding to themselves or itself or whatever the fuck it is. Excuse my language.
Most likely, since the end, the mass found a way into your universe to save itself. I'm not sure how, but it's not really important at the moment. What do you want us to do?
I don't know. Maybe you can make a cute little prison for it like you did for me.
Forest wasn't a prison, or it wasn't meant to be a prison.
Yeah, well, stick me in there for what, 5, 6 iterations of the universe, then tell me it's not a prison.
I just did. Very well. If you would like, you may tell them what happens to the mass.
I don't rightly know what's going to happen to the mass.
That is up to you. I give you permission to tell them what happens to it
Yeah.
and where it goes.
It is going to go into a space where there's nothing for it to consume, where it will stay the same size, where it can't hurt anybody. It's going to be by itself. There's lots of entities, not entities, that's the wrong word to use. There's lots of life forms, I guess, inside of it now, so it can keep itself company. Doesn't need any more.
See. For you, the mass begins to fade and rip out of existence or non existence. And the best place for it is the empty space where nothing is and nothing has been and nothing ever was. So that is where it has gone now. But there are other matters relating to you that we must discuss.
Is it like how I have to get back to fix everything?
No.
Because I do have to go do that.
Yeah, yes, I'm sure. I'll allow the speaker to explain.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yes, he looks quite different than the last time you were here.
I was told he wasn't around anymore.
Through unforeseen circumstances, he is.
Was it because of those kids?
Yes, it was. Oh, is it my hello. I'm the speaker. It's nice to meet you.
We've met before, but it's been a while.
No, not me, the other one. I'm new, technically, I guess, I suppose. So when the end happened and got brought back, everything, when it was reversed, as you know, certain forces did not survive. And through accidental circumstances, one of them, the void, the energy that caused him to be a force, was transferred to you when you were still in existence when it came back. Therefore, welcome to existence, Miss Strange.
Can you say that in a different way so that it makes a little more sense?
You are now a force, Miss Strange, and you are now a part of existence.
So does that mean he can't erase me?
Due to the rules, no. He cannot.
She's just gonna give him a shit evening grin. I told you I'd love to see you try. No, that's a very obscene gesture.
So as you see, Miss Strange, you are now where you were always meant to be.
Yeah, about what does that mean exactly? Like, I know the words, I know what you're saying, but what does that mean? I guess specifically for me.
Well, it means you being in existence no longer breaks anything. And you are, in essence, now an entity. Fully. Not just the test. You are now what you were always going to become.
Does that mean I have responsibilities now?
It comes with the territory.
What's that all mean? I mean, because I still get my own little universe, right?
Yes, you still have that world and are capable of telling stories in it. But now there will be other worlds that you can affect and people that will be connected to you. Possibly important people.
Oh, yeah, speaking of people, and she kind of like pulls, like makes a little clutch appear, like a little clutch purse, and she pulls out of it some vials that she took from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took this from someone. I don't know if you need them or not. I think his name was Jason.
Jason will not be needing them anymore.
Okay, so I can just like make him like disappear.
Do with them what you will. They are yours.
She puts him back in her clutch. I might need him for a later date. Who knows?
Jason, come down. Something tells me Jason is upsetty.
Oh no!
Well, hey, she said mute.
That wasn't to Jason.
I know, Miss Strange wasn't talking to Jason either.
We just counted to 1,000,000. I'll have to
That's
tell
quite
you.
impressive.
Yes, I'll have to tell you later what she told me over break. Okay, so do I know if people are people connected to me now?
No. But
Will I know that?
at some point there, it will be. You will feel it. You will know.
What's it feel like?
It will be new for you because you've never had connections before.
I was never allowed connections.
Well, there was no one to have connections to.
So this was kind of an accident.
In a way, yes. An accident on our part.
He's not happy about it, is he?
No, he's not. But
Is he ever happy about anything?
he's happy when things go according to plan, which rarely happens.
Mm. It's the trouble of dealing with mortals.
Of course. But when we say an accident or unforeseen circumstances, what we see is you were in existence when it came back, so you became a force because you took the void's energy. that caused it to be a force. But according to the speaker, the voice chose you to become a force. Which means for some reason that we do not know yet, you were important to the story. Which all of us are bound to buy.
Um, oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. You deserve it for what the pain we've put you through.
Doesn't mean I have to go to your meetings.
Put your hand down, Aaron. No.
I have a feeling there's going to be some questions later.
If they have any indicators, yes.
Well, I'll do my best.
I know.
Um,
And I'm not sure about them, but I will be here if you need any help, I suppose. Just ask. You can, unlike the others, you can come here whenever you want. There's not much we can do about it.
is my universe still going to be disconnected?
Yes, but that's more to protect the people in it.
And that's fine. I was just logistics and all that. Well, I shouldn't keep you any longer.
Yes, and you should probably get back. You have a story to finish.
Yeah. I might have traumatized some people. It's well, I didn't, but
No, our mistake did.
what was that a test?
Not one of mine.
Was it the director's?
In all honesty, we do not know. But unfortunately, we don't have much time left to answer any more questions.
All right.
I
Well,
will
thank
talk
you.
to you later.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for helping. She'll do kind of a awkward curtsy.
And do you want me to?
I'll fight out.
Of course.
And she just boop. And hey, we are all so just like a second passes, and the lady in pink appears, but the mess of worms is gone. All right, now that
I
that's
have a
taken
couple.
Who are you?
Oh, come on. I have a couple questions.
Was that being a demon?
it was not.
Are you?
I have a couple questions, please.
Can we hurry this up? It's had a long
Okay.
day.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I just had a horrifying experience, but you go ahead.
What happened to the family? Did
Oh, they're
the
gone.
twins? Like,
Right.
what do you mean they're gone?
They weren't people. What you saw.
I got that.
Okay, well,
What was the first
starting
thing that they
from the
weren't
very
people?
beginning.
Oh,
Starting
My
from the very
food
beginning, they weren't
spiked?
people. No. Okay.
Am I real?
Is anything real?
No, you're not.
I don't rightly understand.
Stop
Really?
stealing my accent.
That's not on purpose. You made me do this. Listen, I don't really understand. It's kind of crazy, and you
My
know,
sister was just playing with the twins the other day. What do you mean they weren't people?
are you a person?
Are
Is
you?
your twins a person? Is your sister?
Is
My
anything a
sister
person?
okay?
Are you a person?
Everyone, hush. Let me explain if you want answers. You're not going to
Can we put
remember
out a
it.
fire in my house first?
Oh,
There is
very
no
much like
look.
answers.
There's no fire on your house. It was something that they created, and you look, and your house is fine. There's no. My name is Miss
I'm gonna
Strange.
sit crisscrossed.
My name is Miss Strange.
That's okay.
Run this universe, this place you live in. Okay, think of me
What?
like God if you want to, if that's easier for you to comprehend.
They were acting like God.
Yeah, well, they kind of came in when I was off busy doing something else, and now they're not here anymore.
Are you seriously telling me that God was busy?
They're like a substitute teacher.
Yes,
godhood?
they weren't even supposed to be here. They snuck in when they snuck in. They weren't supposed to be here.
Have other things snuck in?
No, not that I'm aware of, but I'm gonna be going through and making sure that nothing else is here. Because this is my place. I protect what is here. I will have to definitely tighten up some safeguards. But we don't have a lot of time. You're not going to remember this.
Thank God. Or you.
You can thank God, that's fine. Don't call me God, though.
That's fine.
Miss
Both.
Strange is fine.
You quite,
You're not...
you quite literally called yourself a god.
Because it was easier for you to comprehend. If I said that I was a force, would that mean anything to you?
It means a force of nature.
A little bit more than that. I control nature here. What?
So,
I can...
Wait. Like you... So, we're not going to remember... Is my sister going to remember playing with the twins, or do I have to come up with, like... If I don't remember what happened, how am I supposed to explain to her that they weren't twins?
When
They
you
were
wake
something
up...
else?
You don't have to know. You don't have to explain
is
to them. You won't
anything real?
Yes, it is real.
I don't believe that.
The Jones
Cat.
will never have existed. No one will have any memories of them. Their house will not be here when you wake up. Your lives will be like just they were. You just never had those neighbors that always invited people to dinner parties.
Yeah, why they were doing that?
Why do you think they were doing that?
How many people?
So like the
My
right,
parents
that's
have
the
gone
question.
there before. Do I need to be worried? Like, my parent... Like, what about all the people that they invited there before? Are they still people?
I will make sure that they are.
I think that's good enough explanation for me. I'm just gonna sleep this off like a bad dream.
It pretty much is.
You all are going to go to fall asleep now. And when you wake up...
Great.
So you...
What?
Like the camera, like everything fades to black. And you wake up at your normal times like you always do. There are...
Good old 3 p.m.
Instead of 5 houses in the cul-de-sac, there are now only 4. There was never a 5th house. There was never a family of an entomologist and an etymologist and their 2 twins. Joe, Tony's little sister, played with some kids in the cul-de-sac next Dover. All of your family members are just as you know them to be. And it's another lovely day on Mesa Boulevard. Thank you. And that's the end of this year's Mundane Lost.
Oh, goody.